Tokyo, amazing place. It was one of those places which you can't really anticipate before you go there. The first thing was the trains, just completely full of people, but everyone just so relaxed and not a sound. And it's actually literally true when you go to the big stations there. You've got guys in these nice white gloves pushing people on the train. And you get pushed further and further into the train. But nobody complains, there's not a sound. And everyone in complete silence gets out of their stop, and there's no hassle or anything like that. So that was great. And also just the lifestyle, the food. The first time I went to one of these kaiten sushis, which is like a conveyor belt. And the sushi's coming round all the time. Everyone, just they're picking out their favorite things, and the weird and wonderful stuff comes by. That was really good. But I think the most surprising thing, and the thing I loved the most in Tokyo, was the karaoke. The Japanese are crazy about this, and on the first day I was there, and it was really hot. It was incredibly humid in September in Tokyo, and I just wanted to get out of the heat, really. So I had no Japanese. I couldn't speak anything. All the signs are impossible to read. So I kind of stumbled into a karaoke place and said, in very broken Japanese, English, Igirisu Jin desu. And they gave me a book, and they sent me to the room, and it was fantastic. It's a tiny little room, air-conditioned, and there's a TV and this book with all these English songs. And so you just put a number in, and they come out and you start singing, and they bring you a glass of fruit juice, and you can spend hours there, and it was so relaxing. And I see why they like it. I mean, it doesn't matter if you can sing or not. It was just a great thing. And then I got used to that lifestyle, and they go every night, and they have something called Nomi Hodai, which is all you can drink karaoke. So you just get you spend about 3 or 4 hours, and they just bring you beer or whatever, and you sing. So yeah, Tokyo, amazing place, just totally unexpected, but peaceful, surprisingly peaceful. So it's good.
It was really funny because I'd been living in another smaller town in Mexico, and then I decided to leave and go to the big city. So I took a bus in the middle of the night, and it was about a 10-hour bus journey on a very small, very cramped bus. And I was sitting next to this large, older Mexican woman with all her bundles of food and things. And I sort of slept on and off for the journey. And then I remember when I was coming into Mexico City, we were winding our way round the side of the mountain, or it could have been the volcano. And I just remember my first glimpse of the city was this huge, sprawling area. And we were actually on the outskirts, so it was sort of a shanty town, and it was a rather ghetto-looking area. But I immediately loved it. It was love at first sight. I got so excited. I turned to this poor woman and I said, "God, look, it's Mexico City, look." And she looked at me as if I was absolutely insane. And I don't know why, I don't know what it was about the city, but it was sometimes you just get a feeling that you're going to love it and it's amazing. And that's how I felt. And of course, I got to the bus station and I had all my worldly possessions in one bag. I had absolutely no idea where I was going. I didn't know a soul in the whole city, but I found that everybody was so friendly, and they really went out of their way, to help other people. And one man could see that I was completely lost and overwhelmed by the size of the city and the number of people, and couldn't decide where to go. And he sort of explained the metro system to me, and he explained how to get tickets, and he explained, don't go to this area because it could be a little bit dangerous. And he seemed really concerned for my safety. And before I'd arrived in the city, everyone had told me that it's one of the most dangerous places in the world. But I have to say that after having lived there for not even a couple of weeks, I didn't feel that at all. And one of the best things about it was all the food. So you had the people with amazing hospitality, and then you had the food that all these people were cooking. And I met so many nice people that just invited me in for fresh, wholesome, really traditional Mexican cooking. So it was the combination of really nice people, amazing food, and then just walking around. And I couldn't get over the fact that you'd be walking down a street and you'd have a 2,000-year-old ruined palace right next to a very modern glass metal skyscraper. And I thought that contrast of not even historic but ancient civilization with what people were doing now and that very modern look, it was just wonderful.